If you think Belgium is just about waffles, chocolate, and beer, think again. This small yet stunning country is packed with breathtaking places that feel like they're straight out of Fairytale. In this video, we're counting down 7 must-visit places in Belgium. Whether you're a history lover, a nature enthusiast, or just looking for picture-perfect spots. First up, Bruges, a medieval dreamland with charming canals, cobblestone streets, and the iconic Belfry Tower. It's no surprise they call it the Venice of the North. Next, we have Brussels, the heart of Europe, home to the Grand Place, Atomium, and the best Belgian chocolate you'll ever taste. Then there's Ghent, an underrated gem where medieval castles meet a lively modern vibe. And if you love art, Antwerp is the place to be. Known as the diamond capital of the world with stunning architecture and world-class museums. For something straight out of a postcard, Dinant offers breathtaking river views and a cliff-top citadel. And if you're craving nature, the Ardennes is Belgium's ultimate adventure spot, filled with forests, caves, and hiking trails. But here's the best part. Number 1 is a hidden gem most tourists miss. And trust me, you don't want to skip this. Stick around to the end to find out what it is. Bruges is the kind of place that feels like it was plucked straight from a storybook. Imagine strolling down narrow cobblestone streets, surrounded by centuries-old buildings, charming little bridges, and canals that reflect the golden glow of lanterns at night. This medieval masterpiece is often called the Venice of the North, and for good reason. Its winding waterways and picturesque scenery make it one of the most romantic cities in Europe. One of its most iconic landmarks is the Belfry Tower, standing tall over the market square. Climbing its 366 steps might leave you breathless, but the panoramic view from the top is absolutely worth it. And speaking of Market Square, this bustling heart of Bruges is lined with colorful guild houses, charming cafes, and a kind of historic atmosphere that makes you want to sit back with a hot Belgian waffle and just soak it all in. But perhaps the most magical way to experience Bruges is from the water. A boat ride along the canals gives you a whole new perspective, gliding past ancient bridges, ivy-covered facades, and hidden courtyards that most tourists never even notice. Every corner of this city whispers stories of the past, from medieval trade routes to legendary love tales. It's no surprise that Bruges feels almost frozen in time, yet it's anything but boring. Whether you're exploring its quaint little shops, wandering through hidden alleyways, or just taking the stunning architecture, there's an undeniable charm that makes you want to stay just a little longer. And trust me, this is just the beginning of what Belgium has to offer. Stay tuned, because the next destination on this list is just as breathtaking. Brussels isn't just the capital of Belgium. It's the heart of Europe, a city where history, culture, and modern influence blend seamlessly, making it one of the most fascinating places to visit. Walking through Brussels feels like stepping into a grand masterpiece, and nowhere is that more obvious than at Grand Place, one of the most stunning squares in the world. The intricate gold-trimmed buildings, centuries-old guild houses, and the towering town hall create a breathtaking sight, especially when the sun sets and the lights bring the entire square to life. But Brussels isn't just about beauty. It's a city of symbols. Take the Atomium, for example. Originally built for the 1958 World Expo, this futuristic structure is now an iconic landmark, representing scientific progress and innovation. And then there's Mannequin Peace, the tiny yet famous statue of a boy casually peeing into a fountain. It might seem odd, but this quirky little figure has become a symbol of Brussels' playful spirit. Beyond its landmarks, Brussels plays a powerful role on the world stage. As the home of the European Union's headquarters, it's the political hub of Europe, where major decisions are made that shape the future of the continent. But even with all this political importance, the city never loses its charm. And let's talk about the food, because no trip to Brussels is complete without indulging in its world-famous chocolate and waffles. From artisanal chocolatiers crafting mouth-watering pralines to street vendors serving up golden, crispy waffles topped with everything from fresh strawberries to melted Belgian chocolate. Every bite is an experience in itself. Brussels is a city that surprises you. It's elegant yet quirky, historic yet modern, serious yet fun. And as we continue exploring Belgium's top destinations, the next stop is one you won't want to miss. Ghent is Belgium's best-kept secret. A city that often gets overshadowed by the fairy tale charm of Bruges, yet offers an experience that's just as magical, if not more. It's the perfect blend of medieval history and modern energy, where centuries-old castles stand alongside buzzing cafes and lively streets filled with students. Unlike Bruges, which feels like a step back in time, Ghent is alive, vibrant, and full of surprises. One of its most striking landmarks is Gravenstein Castle, a massive medieval fortress that looks like it belongs in a fantasy novel. With its stone walls, grand halls, and even a moat, it tells tales of knights, battles, and a fascinating past that still lingers in the air. And just a short walk away, you'll find St. Bavo's Cathedral, home to one of the most famous artworks in the world, the Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. This masterpiece has survived wars, theft, and centuries of history, making it a must-see for art lovers. But what truly sets Ghent apart is its energy. With one of Belgium's largest universities right in the heart of the city, there's a youthful, electric atmosphere everywhere you go. The streets are lined with quirky bars, indie shops, and waterfront cafes that come to life as soon as the sun sets. The nightlife here is legendary, with students, travelers, and locals all coming together to enjoy the city's dynamic spirit. Whether the cozy jazz club, a rooftop bar with stunning views, or an underground club playing electronic beats till dawn, there's something for everyone. Ghent may not always be the first city that comes to mind when people think of Belgium, but that's exactly what makes it special. It's authentic, it's full of character, and it's a place that leaves a lasting impression. And trust me, the next destination on this list is just as unforgettable. Stay tuned. Antwerp is where history, luxury, and creativity collide. Known as the diamond capital of the world, this city has been at the heart of the global diamond trade for centuries. Walk through the diamond district and you'll see countless shops and workshops where expert craftsmen cut and polish some of the world's most valuable gems. It's a place where fortunes are made and every stone tells a story. But Antwerp isn't just about diamonds. It's also home to some of Belgium's most stunning landmarks. Antwerp Central Station is more than just a train station. It's an architectural masterpiece. With its grand dome, marble staircases, and intricate details, it feels more like a palace than a transportation hub. Then there's a Cathedral of Our Lady, an awe-inspiring Gothic church that houses works by the legendary painter Peter Paul Rubens, whose influence can be felt throughout the city. And if you're looking for something modern, the MAS Museum is a must-visit, with its striking red brick design and panoramic rooftop views of the city. Antwerp is also Belgium's fashion capital, home to world-famous designers and cutting-edge trends. The city has a rebellious, creative energy that's reflected in its boutiques, galleries, and street art. Whether you're exploring the vibrant Mayor shopping district or the edgy, fashion-forward neighborhood of Hetzuid, there's always something fresh and inspiring to see. Art lovers, history buffs, and trendsetters alike will find something to love in Antwerp. It's a city that never stops evolving, where the past and the future exist side by side in perfect harmony. And as we move on to our next destination, get ready for a place that looks straight out of a postcard. Stay tuned. Nestled along the banks of the Meuse River, Dinant is one of Belgium's most breathtaking hidden gems. With its colorful houses lining the waterfront, towering limestone cliffs, and a skyline dominated by the dramatic collegiate church of Notre Dame, this small town looks like it belongs on the cover of a postcard. But the real showstopper? The Citadel of Dinant, perched high above the city. A climb or a cable car ride takes you up to this historic fortress, where you're rewarded with panoramic views that will leave you speechless. But Dinant isn't just about the views. It's also the birthplace of the saxophone. That's right, the legendary instrument was invented here by Adolphe Sax, and you'll find tributes to him all over the town, from saxophone-shaped streetlights to a fascinating museum dedicated to his life and work. Music lovers will appreciate the deep connection this place has to jazz and musical history. For adventure seekers, Dinant offers more than just sightseeing. The Meuse River is perfect for kayaking, allowing you to paddle past stunning cliffs, lush greenery, and even a few hidden caves along the way. It's the kind of place where you can go from exploring history to immersing yourself in nature, all in the same day. Dinant may be small, but it leaves a lasting impression. Whether you're here for the views, the history, or the thrill of the outdoors, this town proves that sometimes the most unforgettable places come in the smallest packages. And up next, we're heading to a destination that's every nature lover's dream. so stay tuned. If you're looking for a place where nature, history, and adventure come together, the Ardennes is it. This vast, forested region in southern Belgium is a paradise for anyone who loves the great outdoors. Rolling hills, dense woodlands, and winding rivers create the perfect backdrop for some of the most scenic hiking trails in the country. Whether you're trekking through ancient forests, exploring hidden caves, or stumbling upon picturesque villages, every step in the Ardennes feels like a journey into something wild and untouched. But this region isn't just about breathtaking landscapes. It's also steeped in history. La Roche-en-Ardennes, a charming medieval town, is home to the ruins of a centuries-old castle that looks straight out of a fantasy novel. And for history buffs, the Ardennes was the site of one of the most pivotal battles of World War II, the Battle of the Bulge. Museums, memorials, and preserved battle sites offer a haunting yet fascinating glimpse into the past. With a quiet forest once echoed with the sounds of war. For thrill seekers, the Ardennes is an adventure playground. Kayaking through the Less River, rock climbing rugged cliffs, or even zip lining to the treetops, there's no shortage of adrenaline-pumping activities here. And if you're into wildlife, this is one of the best places in Belgium to spot wild boars, deer, and even lynxes roaming freely in their natural habitat. The Ardennes is the kind of place where you can disconnect from the chaos of city life and immerse yourself in something raw, real, and undeniably beautiful. And just when you think Belgium couldn't surprise you anymore, our next destination is a hidden gem that most travelers miss. But trust me, you won't wanna. Stay tuned. Just when you thought Belgium couldn't get any more charming, let me introduce you to a place that feels like a secret frozen in time. Durbuy, officially known as the world's smallest city. Yes, you heard that right. Tucked away in the Ardennes, this tiny town is so small it feels like a village, yet carries the title of city, making it a truly unique destination. Walking through Durbuy's old town is like stepping into a medieval fairy tale. Narrow, winding cobble streets lead you past stone houses covered in ivy, tiny cafes, and cozy little shops selling artisanal treats. There's no rush here, just a peaceful, almost magical atmosphere that makes you want to slow down and soak it all in. Whether you're sitting in a quiet square enjoying a cup of coffee or exploring the lush greenery that surrounds the city, every corner of Durbuy feels like it was made for postcard-perfect moments. Despite its size, Durbuy has plenty to offer. The Topiary Park, with its beautifully sculpted greenery, is a must-visit. And for food lovers, this little city is packed with some of the best gourmet restaurants in Belgium. And because it's nestled right in the Ardennes, you're never far from outdoor activities like hiking, kayaking, or even hot air balloon rides over the breathtaking landscape. Durbuy may be small, but it leaves a big impression. It's the kind of place that most tourists overlook, making it a true hidden gem. And with that, we've explored some of the most stunning places Belgium has to offer. Which one would you visit first? Let me know in the comments. And if you love this journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel adventures.